if they want to be the victors. In any case, we are ready for game number 1. Now restarted here on Frost as the first map. Let's give it up for our first player to be introduced, who is here in the bottom right corner, playing as the Red Zerg, playing for Team Fnatic. Give it up for none other than Miniraser. And of course his opponent in the top left corner, playing as the yellow Protoss, playing for Team Missing in Action. Give it up for CheeseKing. Yay! And I do believe everything should be in order, hopefully. Do tell if audio levels are off or anything, don't worry. Anyway, kicking it off as we speak, we've got ZVP on our hands. Like I've said the last game, it's the same games. I mean, it's still the same matchup, still the same players, only the map has changed. And this time around, CheeseKing will go for the wall-in. Well, he went for the wall-in on Belshru Vestige as well. So it's basically the same thing for CheeseKing. And pool first for Miniraser as well. So gonna see both players played basically the same. That means, well, that we are watching the same thing going on a different map. That's all. Anyway, let's see. This time around, CheeseKing, I have a feeling CheeseKing will do something else than just a normal 4-gate style into robotics facility, as we saw that. I think the Protoss player, or the Protoss in general, is more dependent on builds and not getting scouted than the Zerg, of course. And last game, CheeseKing was fully scouted by Miniraser, kind of revealing what CheeseKing wanted to play, or at least what CheeseKing will play. And if that was the case, CheeseKing, I think, will not go for the same build, because Miniraser could possibly prepare for it. In any case, we do have the scout off from CheeseKing going in first, and so seeing the hatchery going on the way. Meanwhile, Miniraser with 6 slings again, basically the same style, moving across the map, gonna go and try and cancel that Nexus, or a pylon at least, on the opposite side of the map. CheeseKing again, gonna skip the Zealot, gonna skip the Stalker, and get his Mothership Core out as soon as possible. And he really likes to play it a little bit close here. But last game he survived with a probe loss and basically 2 pylon cancels, so it's not that bad. And nice hidden probe on the right side there. Gonna be used for possibly some sort of proxy pylons or anything. But here it comes again, the same engagement from Miniraser. Gonna try and poke around that pylon. The probes though, this time around both being engaged, which is kind of sad. And nice cancel force there. And CheeseKing is now defended with the Mothership Core here. Miniraser will fall back. In any case, ZVP on the hands, what we see usually out of Zergs is Swarm Host, Roach, Hydra. Can also happen to be Mutalisk, Lynx style. More likely though Roaches, Hydralisk, and well, Swarm Hosts. But in any case, Swarm Host definitely the most powerful of the 3 or of the 2, and definitely can be most potent to win. Mutalists though are very dangerous as well if you're not dealt with correctly, and we do see 3 gateways dropping down for CheeseKing here again, so he's gonna go for the 4-gate, although not revealing the 3rd gateway on his natural there, and Miniraser will only scout the 2 here and think possibly that this is only a 3-gate for him or for CheeseKing at this very moment. And we do see CheeseKing hitting with that hidden 4th base there. He's like, no, you ain't gonna scout me, and he's already a proxy pylon going down for CheeseKing. Right now Miniraser is building 1 spine, but 1 spine will not be enough to hold against 8 Zealots, but the second one is on the way as well, with the Queens getting the 50 energy up as well. Gonna have transfuses. Miniraser shouldn't have too much of a problem, or actually no transfuses, but still Miniraser with his spines on the way, Queens out, shouldn't have too much of a problem to hold it. Now we do see CheeseKing warping in already Zealots there. Or warping Zealots already in, or you know, grammar Nazi and all. Miniraser, I think he saw the warp in, or at least the warp gates get used, so he knows what's coming his way. And a double Evo chamber is up as well, gonna start 1-1 upgrades, most likely for Lings, and yes, they do start. And here comes CheeseKing seeing the 2 spines. He's like, nope, not gonna go in there. The Queen's gonna be too dangerous to handle, as well with the transfuses available. I think Miniraser though gotta be careful. Those Zealots, if they get into the main, they can definitely deal a lot lot of damage. And CheeseKing here will fall back, try and scout the third base and deny the third base as long as possible. That's about it, what he will be doing. There's no way he can get into the natural though, just absolutely no chance, unless Miniraser does screw this up generally big time. And CheeseKing gonna deny a crit tumor there. Well played, well played. And now all three queens will have transfuse. That's just too much for CheeseKing to handle. We already see Lair on the way for Miniraser. All 4 gases being taken as well, so this is gonna be Mutalis coming into play for our Zerg player. Of course, the 1-1 upgrades for Lings do confirm that, but here comes CheeseKing. He's gonna go in here, and 4 more Zealots from behind, dropping in by transfuse is available. Miniraser does transfuse first queen, but now here goes the Zealots on those Spine Crawlers. Will it be enough? CheeseKing, I think he's overdoing this. I don't think he will be able to break it. I mean, Miniraser still has transfuse available, still will save, no, will actually not save the spine. Oh my god, now Miniraser is in trouble. Those Zealots still very strong, gonna go after drones now, and will be cleaned out by drones though, and the queens will hold for now. But still actually more drones coming in from CheeseKing, and Miniraser is having trouble to deal with this. We've got the Mothership Core badly damaged, but did fall back, recharge its shields, and now is again in full attack mode, but should fall back right now. The queens are gonna start to chase it away, and it can fall because the queens are faster than it. But 3 more Zealots dropping in by 4 more now, and we have Immortals following this up, so CheeseKing gonna go for an Immortal all-in behind this. We already see the +1 weapons researching, but here comes another engagement. This time around, more Lings, more queens are out, and this shouldn't be a problem for Miniraser to hold. CheeseKing should be falling back right now, and Miniraser has hold it, but at the cost of 10 drones, I believe a queen or 2 also, and a lot of Lings. So let's take a look at the resources lost, and it's actually the same resource lost count as... Oh, the Mothership Core actually getting dangerously low. Oh, that's such... Oh, that would be a very bad thing for CheeseKing to lose. And gotta say, resource lost wise, both players at about the same amount, but do have to keep in mind drones are very costly, as well as the Lings that Miniraser has invested in. Basically could have been drones instead of Lings, and this kind of put CheeseKing ahead a little bit. Now here we see the 6 more gateways dropping down for CheeseKing, going up to 7 gates. We've got 2 Immortals out already, and Miniraser should be able to scout this without too much problem, especially with the Lings on the map. But getting 2-2 already, oh my god, Miniraser is really rushing towards Hive as well, with the wow, and Pathogen Glands as well being researched. Miniraser on true base Infesta, Wings of Liberty style here, and we do see that the Immortals have been revealed now. A War Prison dropping on by, gonna start, gonna have the more portable pylon with him. CheeseKing that is, so Miniraser gonna have to deal with that. Still though, Miniraser is building a lot of Lings and now Infested, so there's gonna be Fungals available, and we all know Fungals very useful against Immortal Sentry Clumps, basically can take out a Protoss army easily, and CheeseKing gotta be careful though. Gotta be careful nonetheless, as well as Miniraser, of course, naturally, but you know, a lot of Lings on the map, 5 Infestors on the way for Miniraser, a lot of Spines as well being built here, and the third base has already been cancelled, which is good for CheeseKing, but he is all inning here. He's on 7 gate, and the pressure is on now. Infestors dropping on by. They do have Fungal, so that's going to be a very important thing to notice. And here it comes. The Infestors are spawning. No Fungals are being thrown down, and 1 Fungal hits, couple of sentries only, not the full engagement, but a beautiful Fungal hits all the sentries. Again, another chain Fungal dropping down, but the Zealots are just doing so much damage. Oh my god, the Archon hallucinations are also tanking and disturbing the attack move from basically Miniraser. Look at Miniraser, he's dropping in supply rapidly. The natural is being lost, drones are fighting. We've got a couple of infested Terrans as well dropping on by, trying to fight their way around, but Miniraser trying to break the natural. A beautiful force field sentry there, and will hold, and GG called. CheeseKing taking game number 1. Well played by CheeseKing, and what a game for CheeseKing there. And well played by CheeseKing, of course. One hell of a game. And that means now 1-0 in favor for our Croatian, basically Croatian Protos playing for Team Missing in Action. Also means that he is one win away from taking the whole series or the whole best of three with a 2-0 score, which would mean a great deal for Team Missing in Action. Secure themselves the first point in this today's series or today's war. And game number 2 will be loaded up as we speak. So let's see which map will it be. And the map is Polar Night. Okay, so the next map is Polar Night, another 2-player map, a little bit of a bigger map than, a smaller map than Frost, of course, considering it's a 2-player map. But still, we'll see how. Let's say we'll see how both of the players fall it out. And thank you very much to Kernek to spotting there was only 33 drones for Miniraser out, as well as no third base. So thank you Kernek, aka Johan. But still, here we go. Game number 2 is loading up as we speak and has loaded up as we speak. And this is it. Game number 2 between Missing in Action Team Fnatic, the first best of 3. Our first player to be introduced, it is none other than the Red Zerg playing for Team Fnatic. Give it up for Miniraser. And of course his opponent in the top middle position, playing as the yellow Protos, playing for Team Missing in Action. Give it up for CheeseKing. Now CheeseKing securing game 1 with a brilliant, well executed play, well executed Immortal all-in. Basically a 4-gate followed up by Immortal all-in. Just was too much for Miniraser, especially with him only being on 2 base. And CheeseKing now going into game 2 here, he's looking to secure himself the full-on victory, and we'll see how he does that. But in any case, Miniraser has to be a little bit pissed right now, or at least thinking to himself, he wants to win. And CheeseKing already asking what was the third map. Miniraser's response is probably gonna be like, well, we'll see if there even will be a third map, or at least it should have been CheeseKing's response if Miniraser would win the first game. But CheeseKing is going for the scout off after Gateway, so gonna secure himself the info he needs to know if it's pool first, if it's hatchery first. And Fnatic Miniraser, of course, is playing the same strategy as game 1. Or technically game 2, but it was officially game 1. So we are gonna see 6 slings most likely on the map early on again, as well as the hatchery dropping down by. CheeseKing will block it for a little while. The question is how long. And CheeseKing, we'll see. Anyway, behind this, CheeseKing is playing as well. The same, gonna go for gateway expansion most likely. There's little chance he will go for any sort of Stargate early on, or maybe Twilight Council blinks something. It is a possibility. The map itself does allow for such play, and we have small lag spikes going on. I don't know from where or from who, so hopefully it's not me. And we'll see how that goes. So let's see. And here are the 6 slings from Miniraser. He really likes to go for his aggressive couple of lanes early on, and I do like the decision. Gives the Zerg availability of basically being a little bit putting on some pressure on your opponent, forcing him to go for the Zealot. CheeseKing has learned his lesson, and here we see the Zealot out, and he's gonna go for the Nexus as well before the Lynx can cancel it out. And yeah, here comes the Nexus, though might lose the probe, gotta be careful. That's not a good thing to lose, especially with 5 minerals in its hand. And the Nexus is actually gonna have to be cancelled. Well done by Miniraser, forcing a cancel. Well played. And though CheeseKing already has a probe on the left side, hidden on the map, and he's probably gonna go for some sort of a 4-gate play again here. And Miniraser gotta be, I mean, he needs to prepare against this, going for gasless again, and this time around he will really delay his gas, means he's gonna be stuck on slow links for a long time, also means that the roaches are not likely to come anytime soon. And as we all know, the 4-gate, which was invented by Naniwa, requires roaches almost definitely to basically to survive, and we do see now double gas coming down from Miniraser, so it isn't as bad as I described it. And I like the decision by our Zerg player to take these Zelnaga towers to catch any probe maybe dropping on by or dropping out. And we do see the 3 gates dropping down for CheeseKing, so it will be a 4-gate for our Protoss player. So CheeseKing really playing as a standard Protoss does at all times. And we'll see Miniraser, what does he do here? Goes for 1 spine, 2nd spine as well, maybe a 3rd one. And I think we'll see a 3rd one, because last game he did not defend, or didn't really fend too good against Zealots with only 2 spines. We might see an additional queen, more lings maybe coming out. But in any case, Miniraser scouts the pylon there. Sees it around, gonna cancel it, and this is just a fake pylon, of course. CheeseKing has the real pylon on the left side, and we're dropping on by. And we do have the robotics facility already following this up, so already a prepared Immortal all-in following it up, as well as the fort, so definitely gonna be that. And Miniraser does scout this time, at least. Gonna know what exactly is coming his way. If we take a look at Miniraser's vision as we speak, he's gonna check out the pylon on the left side. The question is, will he see it? No, not for now, but he should be able to catch the glimpse as we speak. Yes, he will. And oh, just as the warping comes in, the Zealots being warped by CheeseKing to protect that pylon, of course, to start the engagement or to start the war. And we do have a lot of more drones coming in for, wow, more drones for Miniraser dropping on by. No links, speed only now starting, and Miniraser is playing very well, basically not by the book, but very greedy. And 10 links dropping in, and that's not going to be enough against 10 potential Zealots. But we do see CheeseKing is not reverting to go for the all-in here, or for the push. Not the all-in, but for the push. He will go for the Mortal all-in follow-up here, by the way. Getting with the +1 weapons, getting the +1 weapons, getting the Immortals, and gonna add more gateways most likely here. We see Miniraser taking the 3rd base, and he's gonna have to bring all the queens out of the drones to links to deal with this. CheeseKing though, gotta be careful, those Zealots could have been used a little bit better, but still, taking down a couple of those links is an okay task nonetheless. And we see 24 more links in production for Miniraser, also adding an infestation pit. Probably gonna see infestors again. Infestors very useful, of course, as always. But last game was just kind of unfortunate for Miniraser, I guess. CheeseKing though, definitely gearing up for the Immortal all-in, getting more pylons, getting more Immortals, getting the Warp Prism as well. And this is gonna be a full scout of dropping on by from Miniraser. And I don't think Miniraser caught a glimpse of the army, so that's not the big problem. But here comes the big link moving by Miniraser. Force fields will be key here for our Protoss player. Gotta have very nice force fields. And here come the gateways, 3 additional gateways going up to 7 again. And Miniraser this time around will have the 3rd base, will have spines prepared before the army arrives, and gonna have infestors as well on out with full energy most likely, or at least with half energy. And Miniraser gearing up for a run by, most likely with the 1-1 links, 2-2 on the way. So basically it's the same play, same style, same strategy as we saw last game, only on different map. And we've got 2 cannons warping in. Will they be fast enough though? That's a good question though. We've got 1st gateway dropping down quickly, and CheeseKing gonna lose the 1st gateway. Force fields will be used immediately here, and 1 force field just gets used. Another one will have to be used to this. Oh, the links are gonna get in, and this is gonna be a disaster for CheeseKing if the links manage to drop on by. They do get best the cannon, kill one sentry and that's it, but a majority of them does die, and here comes CheeseKing's army. They're gonna take down the third base. Infestors though are out, a lot of spines as well available. CheeseKing gotta be careful, he must not get fungled to death, otherwise it's gonna be GG out of him. And here comes CheeseKing, gotta be careful, those fungals gonna be so crucial for him, but Miniraser, it needs them. Miniraser needs to kill every single unit here, and first fungal does chain it, and this is now gonna mean the death of CheeseKing's sentries. This is very bad for CheeseKing, although, wow, well played by CheeseKing actually. Beautiful time warp, beautiful force field, saves the sentries, and gonna warp in, going to force field off the third base and kill it off. Well played by CheeseKing there, nicely done, of course. And we do have Miniraser now giving chase to CheeseKing's units, one sentry dead, for the cost of basically a hatchery. I think that's a good trade. And CheeseKing should fall back, taking down the third base, not a bad thing. And we do have Miniraser though with 2 links soon to be going in here, and there's gonna be a lot of fungals dropping on by. Gotta be careful, CheeseKing, gotta be very careful. First fungals dropping in, sentries have been fungal, and this is now gonna be a focus fungal, well, drop-in fungal, and GG gonna be called from CheeseKing, or at least not a GG, but gonna be a very bad engagement. Well, bad thing for CheeseKing to lose that many sentries. Cleaning up a good amount of links, but still, it's a bad thing for him, nonetheless. I mean, sorry, not GG, my apologies, they're not gonna be called a GG, but you know, it's just, some players would have done that, if that would have happened to them, you know, just putting it out there. CheeseKing though goes for the third base, currently uncontested with it. We do see a sentry warp prism drop being completely denied by Queens, and we already have Hive on the way, so we are probably gonna see Ultralisk drop on by. So fungal with Ultralisk support, I think that's the greatest thing you could have gone for. You could go for CheeseKing getting his Twilight Council, the second forge as well on the way. Gonna see armor upgrade start up, actually +2 armor, maybe +2 weapons. We already see Colossus being produced here, and we've got 3 mortals out, so that's good. Those Ultralisk will not be as effective, but still, Zealots, couple of Zealots actually engaging on the third base. Gonna survive for now. We do see the adrenal glands immediately being researched by Miniraser. And Miniraser is playing very defensively, also trying to get a good opening on the third base there, and he will get it right now. So the Nexus might fall here. There's a lot of fungals, so CheeseKing gotta be very careful, gotta keep his army spread around, otherwise he will be just simply put fungal to death. And actually we're gonna see Vipers drop on by, not Ultralisk. I was waiting for the Ultralisk Cavern, but I don't think Vipers are the choice here. Honestly, I think Ultralisk would have been the better choice with fungal support. Definitely could have dealt with the Protoss army easily, especially with the force fields and all. So you know, but we already have Templar Archives being pulled down, so gonna see storms, at least feedbacks if nothing else, and we do have the Ultralisk Cavern now coming on the way from Miniraser, so that's good. But the problem is Miniraser's third base is so late right now. The gas income for him is just not going in his direction. Going for Vipers, going for Infestors that early on, also upgrades being researched on all sides. He won't really get too many Ultralisk out of this. So yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. And third base is up for CheeseKing, so feeling steady about it. Let's see, CheeseKing. What is his battle plan? Maybe Archons. Archons, not a bad choice, but fungal to death is highly unfortunate. And we do see a full scout off coming down from CheeseKing, seeing the Ultralisk Cavern, seeing everything coming on the out for Miniraser. He has to feel happy about himself scouting this, otherwise he would have been in a big surprise. And right now, 2 Ultras on the way. We've got the Chitinous plating as well dropping on by. Second robotics as well being added by CheeseKing. So we're gonna see more Immortals, more Colossus drop on by. And I gotta say though, CheeseKing's gateway count is a little bit low. He's only at 9 right now. Maybe 2 to 3 more would have helped a little bit. He definitely has the resources for it. And Zealot charge being researched, so those Zealots are gonna go in first. Maybe catch off some Infestors, which is a good call by CheeseKing. Miniraser though will use the abducts now, and this time around they will be useful, of course. But still, Miniraser, he's really playing with his life here. Honestly, to take an honest look at the army of Miniraser, a couple of Ultralisk are not going to be enough to deal with the Protoss Deathball, especially not with Immortal support and Colossus support and Storms, as well. So right now, Miniraser, he's lacking some sort of a very, very tanky unit, or at least a mass cheaply produced tanky unit like the Roach. So that would be a good call, I feel. A couple of Roaches mixed up in there. But still, CheeseKing taking his 4th base uncontested for now. Miniraser gonna go for another scout off. He's gonna catch the glimpse of the Twilight Council and the 2nd Forge. So gonna see that the CheeseKing is still playing it very safe, well, very much normal macro Protoss. 4th base dropping on by for Miniraser as well, kinda late, but okay. A lot of Zealots though being warped in by CheeseKing, gonna take down the hatchery, at least force a cancel for now. And I think this actually will not be a cancel. Yeah, the Zealots are gonna be overwhelmed by Lings. And 3-2 upgrades are currently available to Miniraser. Meanwhile, we've got the CheeseKing upgrades are currently, let's see, well, where is his army? And currently 2-2. Okay, that's a good up. Oh, yeah, I can also see them there. Yeah. Anyway, a lot of hallucinated Phoenix running around, and they're just trying to scare Miniraser into going maybe Spire or some sort of Corruptor, couple of Corruptors, maybe. But it's not gonna force him too much. Anyway, CheeseKing gonna engage on the 4th base here. A lot of Lings dropping on by 3-3 is soon to be complete for those ground army. A lot of Queens as well for Miniraser out, and they will definitely transfuse the living hell out of those Ultralisk, and as well with fungal support here. Oh, this is gonna be a hard battle to choose for CheeseKing as well. With the abducts available to Miniraser, CheeseKing gotta be very careful once engaging. Gotta, well, care for those Colossus and those Immortals. There's a lot of Immortals though out, so those Ultralisk are not gonna be as useful or effective as they could have been. And we do see Miniraser is drawing the whole army a little bit spread out. We do see a couple of Phoenix still running around, hallucinated, trying to catch a glimpse or trying to catch the army. Zealots have been sent in to sacrifice themselves, of course. CheeseKing needs the supply for something else. Most likely High Templars. Yeah, here come the High Templar warp-ins. Storms are basically the decider right now, as well as feedbacks. So CheeseKing gotta wait or hold out until Storm is done. Then he can engage properly. And Miniraser is really looking to go into this. He has the 5-3 upgrades for Ultralisk. He has everything prepared, and here he comes. Those Ultras are coming in. CheeseKing Storms is not available, and Ultralisk immediately fall back. We do have a big Ling run by there on the 4th base of CheeseKing, or the 3rd base of CheeseKing, and the Nexus was killed there. Well played by Miniraser. I did not catch a glimpse of it. Still though, he killed the 3rd base, kind of reducing CheeseKing's bases to 3, but CheeseKing is getting his 5th now on the top side. Miniraser as well is on 5 bases. Good economy for both players running. The only thing missing is Swarm Host as for now. We do have the missile attack starting up for the Zerg, so that means we're probably going to see Swarm Hosts being added to the Zerg composition soon. But we also have the Stargates by CheeseKing, and we do see the Protoss air weapons have started research, as well as the 2nd cybernetics core for the armor upgrade as well. So gonna see a lot of air weapons or air units drop on by for CheeseKing. We've got Zealots though from the Protoss, cleaning out a couple of those Lings. And okay, this is actually gonna get very interesting right now. CheeseKing with DTs out, he will be able to take care of those hatcheries fairly quickly. And one Overseer actually does not kill the highly unfortunate for Miniraser. What the hell is Miniraser doing? He is indecisive, and he's not gonna lose the hatchery. That's a very close call there. And CheeseKing gonna try and take down the Ultralisk Cavern. Not gonna be successful. And right now Miniraser probably gonna build a lot of spores and spines, considering he saw the amount of considering he saw DTs. And here comes a big warping of Zealots. CheeseKing Gonna try and take it down as much as... gotta be careful. Miniraser does engage well, and CheeseKing is not taking a look there. He's not looking at the units, but he's going straight for the hatchery, which I do actually like, but not gonna be too successful because he was taken out fairly on. And we do see sentries now being thrown in by CheeseKing. He really does not need them anymore, but for the scout off, and adding Tempest and Immortals here, CheeseKing is really gearing up to defend against this, or to go against this army as well, as best as possible. The second Stargate as well joining the party. Gonna start double Tempest production. A lot of storms available to a Protoss player, and this game is really kind of prolonging itself out. And CheeseKing, he won't really push out on the ramp here because the fungals alone will kill him. So he's probably gonna wait for Tempest and just engage with Tempest slowly once it comes to it. The problem here for Miniraser is he does not have Spire, at least not to my knowledge. That means no anti-air, at least not besides Queens. That also means that those Tempests are gonna be uncontested for now. That means that Miniraser will only have Queens and Vipers to cancel them out, and that's gonna be kinda not too good for Miniraser. And we do see CheeseKing is still gearing up for the fight, getting more Tempest out of his production facilities. And this game is really taking its toll right now. A lot of time being used. We do have to keep in mind though, this is game 2 only, and I mean CheeseKing already 1-0 ahead means that he needs to secure himself one more win. So that is the reason why CheeseKing is playing so careful, and that is also the reason why Miniraser is playing even more carefully, not engaging head on, not going in before being absolutely sure he can take the win. We do see a lot of missile attacks being completely researched. We do see double Spire now. The Tempests have been scouted. That means Miniraser is gonna go for the cancel out Corruptors and all that, and start upgrades for the air units. And at this point, CheeseKing is just getting more upgrades and more Tempest. It's really not too much to talk about. We could have seen some maybe Neural Parasite be utilized by Miniraser, maybe some burrow play as well. You know, you could burrow around here, go drop a lot of infested Terrans somewhere. A DT again by CheeseKing, dropped on by, was deleted or was killed quickly. And we do have a very scary army from the Protoss, but to be honest, this army can be easily demolished by Mutalisk. The Archons alone will not be able to handle the transition by Miniraser if it comes to be. There can currently be built 62 Mutalisks can be built in an instant for Miniraser, so that means CheeseKing will have basically no control of the air once it comes out. But the double Stargate will enable him Phoenix production if that will be the case. And CheeseKing still gathering his supply, gathering his army, and also sacrificing a couple of probes here. Wow, an interesting choice there. Still there. More probes being killed. And we have another stall there. I don't know why so much stalled. To be honest though, I mean the Zerg is gonna be a little bit limited on firepower. Once those Ultras fall, what else can he use to kill the Protoss? I mean, Fungals, okay, they are good, but will they be enough? The Tempest and the Colossus alone do have the range, sufficient range to basically kill all the Infestors. And the 6 base going down for Miniraser on the left side, and Miniraser really having good creep threat as well. But I guess CheeseKing, oh wow, CheeseKing actually killing a couple of his own probes for additional Tempest, I guess. And the problem here for Miniraser is that he has a lot of links and Ultralisk, which are basically useless right now against the Tempest, as well as well, basically the Vipers. The Vipers only abduct, and that's not going to be good enough for Miniraser. And we do see a couple of Fungals dropping on by those Colossus. Gotta be careful. CheeseKing will spread his units out nicely, and Miniraser, I think he's gearing up for the move in through the left side, but gonna try and fungal his way out as well, or his way in. And Burrow still not being researched though, so I'm kinda sad by that. And we've got more Queens coming in for Miniraser as well. A couple of Corruptors spawning. Still though, not many Corruptors on the map for Miniraser. There's a lot of Tempest this time around, and that means those higher Queens and everything else will start dying slowly. And one Queen down, and that's how you do it as Protoss against basically a Zerg who does not want to die. Still, Lynx should have been sacrificed by Miniraser long ago. They're really not useful anymore. They're just taking supply for him. And we do see drones being sacrificed by Miniraser as well. And the mothership has been built by CheeseKing, so gonna have a good amount of basically defense cloaking utilized here. That means engagement's gonna be hard for Miniraser if those overseers get killed. Only 2 currently available. Fungal's gotta be very useful, gotta be on point as well. And CheeseKing gonna take some Queens out. Well played, well played. The problem is here that CheeseKing, if he takes Queens out, that means he's only securing supply for Corruptors, so that's kinda not what he wants to. But ooh, beautiful snipe of the hatchery. The 2 DTs have taken care of it. Well done there. We got a couple of observers running around rampant, trying to take care of as many creep tumors as possible. And those Tempests, look at that damage output. There's a lot of damage. And Tempests are quite scary right now, to be honest. Those abducts though gonna be no, not yet. And oh, the overseers though can be killed if CheeseKing wants to, and I think he's gonna take care of them. Yes, he will. And right now Miniraser is now without detection. Beautiful abducts though being utilized by Miniraser, and here comes the storm, and Miniraser going in. But CheeseKing decides this is it. This is now the time I move in, and here we have the Protoss army dropping on by. There's a lot of there's a lot of Fungals available, so CheeseKing gotta be careful. That's a lot of infestors. And still a lot of Ultras out. We do have the Corruptors though on the map as well for Miniraser, so slowly gonna have good anti-air defense. But the problem is CheeseKing is playing very smart. CheeseKing is not engaging in here, not losing too much units, although being fairly behind in resources lost. He's still not losing too much. Gotta be careful. Those Fungals are gonna be crucial for Miniraser to win here. A couple of DTs have been warped by CheeseKing. I think they were turned into Archons, I'm not sure though. But still. Slow progression of the Protoss army. Here comes the Mothership Core. Only 2 overseers again, additionally for Miniraser. That means the Mothership Core basically is kinda giving CheeseKing perfect coverage. And ooh, beautiful abduct, gonna snipe the Mothership Core there. And wow, actually the Mothership Core, the Mothership alone survives. Wow, CheeseKing not gonna lose it. And now with DTs on the map here, he's gonna try and take down the hatcheries as much as possible. And he's gonna take down the natural hatchery at least, or as it seems. We have more oversteers though morphing in for Miniraser, and that should be good enough for him. But CheeseKing gaining ground, finally gonna take this Zelnaga tower as well. And I think he will realize those are changeling, not his zealots. And this time around CheeseKing is gonna be on the move out. We've got the infestors. The infestors are kinda back here, so they need to be a little bit more in front to try and take a couple of those, to try and do some fungaling. And CheeseKing is moving forward against the fort base of Miniraser. He's gaining ground, and this is a scary army to deal with. A lot of Tempest out, and that's a lot of AoE damage, well, a lot of long range damage available to CheeseKing, and we are gonna see an engagement soon. Fungals are gonna be crucial here. Miniraser decides to go in. Storms gonna be used as well. A lot of Corruptors on the map, but here come the Fungals, here come the pain, and there's a lot of Fungals not being utilized, but oh, they're gonna take it on so many of those units. But the Ultras are gone, the Queens are gone, only the Corruptors are left, and now we see the transition from CheeseKing going into Void Race. I don't think that's a smart idea though. We've got 31 Mutalisk in production for Miniraser. That means 45 Mutalisk and 7 Broodlords in production for Miniraser. Oh my god, CheeseKing needs to start his Phoenix production immediately, and this is what I was talking about. Miniraser transitioning into Mutalisk. 47 Mutalisk will be too much for CheeseKing to deal with. There's no way he can survive that many Mutalisk. And we do see the Tempests are gonna be the first one to die here. And CheeseKings are like, oh, this is gonna be in trouble. Look at the amount of Mutalisk, but that was the whole gas bank from Miniraser almost. Still though, CheeseKing only has Well, couple of units coming out, Phoenix as well. Will it be enough though? He's moving on to the main though, that's true. He's gonna take down the whole tech palace of Miniraser. Those Mutas gotta be killed though. Muta Storm, oh, Storm's gonna be crucial. CheeseKing gotta storm those Mutas. What is he doing? Why no Storm? Well, I guess he does not like Storm. But he's taking down bases. Miniraser is down to one man mining base. Meanwhile, CheeseKing is still holding at how many bases? At two mining bases, which is okay. Getting his Phoenix Voidway army as well, which is gonna be quite useful. But there's so many Mutalisk out. CheeseKing gotta get that Storm available. Gotta get those units out. Now Archons are morphed, but they can be easily evaded by Miniraser. That means that Miniraser can be on the map without problem, dropping on by everywhere he wants. And we do see a lot of observers watching those Broodlords, and here we see the Phoenix as well dropping in by for CheeseKing, gonna start taking and chipping away at those Mutalisks, but the Fungals again available to Miniraser. They're gonna be crucial for the survival of the Protoss arm of the Zerg army, and beautiful Fungal hitting those two Archons already. Wow, nice Fungal. The 4 Phoenix are gonna be chain Fungal to death, and CheeseKing is in trouble right now. Gotta be careful, those Phoenix are his lifeline. And we do see gateways being warped in by the CheeseKing as well. I think he's gonna try a ground assault by a lot of Zealots and something. And those Fungals, oh my god, if they hit those Phoenix, it's gonna be game over for CheeseKing. He's still holding though. CheeseKing has a good mineral bank, though kinda lacking on gas. He still has his minerals at least. And DTs have been warped in, gonna start taking down those defenses of Miniraser. Miniraser gotta respond to this immediately here. And a lair being killed, and will be scouted though. So not a problem for Miniraser for now. But again, we see the attrition battle has started. CheeseKing has a lot of minerals left, not that much gas though. He's mining out his 5th base, or 4th base gas, 5th base as well, slowly mining out. And CheeseKing is is also in supply, 50 supply behind. That's it's gonna be hard for CheeseKing, of course. It's not gonna be easy. And oh, Fungals! Don't hit to Phoenix. Okay, that's good, but gotta be careful. Those Phoenix are gonna be so crucial for the survival of the Protoss. Burrow being researched by Miniraser, and ADT gonna be sniped here by Lynx. And Miniraser actually responding to this. Yeah, here it is. Here is the big Zealot warp-in I talked about. CheeseKing will do this constantly. He will just try and get his Zealots around the map, try and kill every single thing that Miniraser has by Zealots, forcing Miniraser to drop, well, to run around naked and try and survive the onslaught. And this is gonna be hard for, of course, for Miniraser, because that means that those Mutas gotta be out of position. The Brood is gonna be opened to basically vulnerable as well. Those Fungals gotta be crucial here. And we see the Zealots gonna go to the 4th base of Miniraser. Okay, take down a couple of those spines and lings, and that's it. The Mutas are gonna be too strong for now. And another warp-in of Zealots gonna go for the hatcheries on all sides. And this is how CheeseKing should play against, well, this is how any Protoss should play against Mutalisk, Fungal, Deadball, Broodlord style. There's just no other way to do it. And let's take a look at the army supply, greatly in favor of Miniraser. Of course, the Mutalisk do give a lot of supply, and there's a lot of them out as well. Let's take a look at total, wow, 40 Mutalisk out on the map. That's a lot of them. But the problem is, if Miniraser loses those Infestors, he's gonna be, well, he's gonna be defeated. Fungal being missed. Gotta be careful, those Fungals. Oh, nice Fungal hitting a good majority of those Phoenix. And those Mutas are gonna take away every single Phoenix that was Fungaled. But here comes the big Zealot play, and those Infestors, gotta be careful, they can be taken out easily. Well played by CheeseKing. Those Zealots gotta be Fungaled, and this is what Miniraser does not want to do. And beautiful, oh my god, beautiful Storms hitting all the Mutalisks. CheeseKing is looking to take this game. Oh my god, holy crap. CheeseKing, what the hell? How does he manage this? And he has taken out every single Mutalisk. Only 10 infestors remain and 6 queens. We've got 40 lings in production, but will it be enough? Not even close, I'm afraid. Those zealots and everything else will be so powerful for CheeseKing right now. Look at how many zealots with 333 are there, with Storm as well support. 167 supply against 74 supply for CheeseKing. I think CheeseKing has done it. I think he has secured himself the first best of 3. Wow, what a Storm hitting all those links, and this is not looking good for the Zerg player, and Fnatic is looking to lose the first best of 3 in the best of 5 series. And look at CheeseKing just advancing on forward like the victorious champion he is. And well played by CheeseKing. This will mean GG out of Miniraser, and CheeseKing securing the first victory for Team Missing in Action. Wow, what a hell of a play. What hell of a play.